How do you make cookies without eggs? Have you ever wanted to whip up a batch of cookies but found yourself without eggs? No need to worry. You can still create delicious cookies that are perfect for home entertaining. Let's talk about how to make cookies without eggs and the best techniques to ensure they turn out great. First, let's understand why eggs are often used in cookies. They help bind the ingredients together, add moisture for a soft texture, and provide some leavening, which gives cookies a nice rise. When you skip the eggs, you need to find substitutes that can perform these roles. There are several great alternatives to eggs. Butter and cream cheese are excellent choices. They add moisture and richness, helping to bind the dough. Yogurt or buttermilk can also work well, providing moisture and acidity that reacts with baking soda for leavening. Applesauce or mashed banana can add moisture and some binding, but keep in mind they will impart a bit of flavor. Another option is using commercial egg replacers, which are usually starch-based powders designed to mimic the binding and moisture of eggs. If you prefer something more natural, you can create a flaxseed or chia seed egg by mixing ground seeds with water. This mixture forms a gel that acts as a binder. Now let's get into the basic technique for making eggless cookie dough. Start by softening your butter and cream cheese to room temperature. This helps with smooth mixing. Cream together the butter, sugar, and any dairy substitutes until the mixture is fluffy. This step is important because it incorporates air, which helps with the texture of the cookies. Next, gradually add in your dry ingredients, such as flour, baking soda, and salt. Mix until just combine to avoid tough cookies. If you want to add chocolate chips or nuts, fold them in at this stage. Chilling the dough can be beneficial. It firms up the dough, making it easier to handle and can improve the texture during baking. When it comes to baking, use light-colored baking sheets or line your trays with parchment paper to prevent burning. Bake your cookies at a moderate temperature, around 350 degrees Fahrenheit to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 10 to 12 minutes. You want the edges to turn golden while the centers remains soft. Let your cookies cool on the baking sheet for a few minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to finish cooling. For a practical example, let's consider eggless sugar cookies. You will need softened butter, cream cheese, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, flour, baking soda, and salt. Beat the butter, cream cheese, sugar, and vanilla until fluffy. Then sprinkle the dry ingredients evenly and mix. From the dough into balls, roll them in sugar, and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes until the edges are lightly golden. If you prefer chocolate chip cookies, use softened butter, cream cheese, white and brown sugar, vanilla extract, flour, baking soda, salt, and chocolate chips. Whisk the dry ingredients separately, cream the butter, sugars, cream cheese, and vanilla until smooth. Combine with the dry ingredients and fold in the chocolate chips. Scoop the dough onto a parchment-lined tray and bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes until the edges are firm. For make-ahead eggless cookies, you can refrigerate or freeze the dough before baking. This not only helps develop flavor but also makes handling easier. Store your baked cookies in airtight containers to keep them fresh. Making cookies without eggs is simple and can be just as satisfying. With the right substitutes and techniques, you can create delightful treats that are perfect for any gathering. Enjoy your baking.